If you drive a Toyota vehicle, I have an unfortunate warning for you. Your dealer might be ripping you off. I'm not talking about dealer markups. Even if you're just dropping by to pick up a couple factory parts or maybe have an accessory installed, there might be some pretty crazy things hiding in the fine print.
That's a markup. Either that or they have some really slow people working at this place, right?
This is a video I did not want to make, but when my mom damaged her RAV4 and I saw the quote to fix it, they didn't leave me much of a choice. Hey everyone, welcome to Jason Explains Things. I'm going to show you how to replace a RAV4 rear bumper cover, and while we're at it, we're going to install an OEM integrated trailer hitch, because repairing the RAV4 and installing the hitch has about a 90% overlap for the job, so now's the time. While we do that, I'm also going to tell the unfortunate story of discovering how much more expensive my dealership is for Toyota parts versus other dealerships in my area and online parts sellers. I'll give you all some advice on how to avoid being gouged when you purchase OEM parts and accessories. Dad, are you prepared to fix Mom's grandma mobile?
Let's do it.
Well, it's gonna be part of the story later. We're gonna time ourselves, so let's start the timer. Clock's rolling, let's work. I can't help but explain how to do this repair/install because it's so easy. First, we need to remove the bumper cover. Open the rear hatch and remove these two screws. Then pop off this plastic cover next to the taillights and remove this 10mm bolt on both sides. The underside of the bumper is held in by two plastic retainer clips. Pop out the middle of the clip with a screwdriver and then pull them out. If you have mud guards, remove them. Once those are off, you can remove the rear fender trim. It's held in by a couple retainer clips and a 10mm bolt. The trick to removing trim and any Toyota body panel is to be very slow and careful so you don't break the clips on the back side. Remove this plastic retainer clip on each corner. And then the whole bumper can come off. Okay, fully apart at 46 minutes. Swapping over the painted parts of the old bumper to the new is easy. It's just held in by a couple screws and plastic wedge pieces. Within minutes, our new bumper cover is ready to be installed, except for a giant hole that's coming soon. So up to about a year ago, I had no issues buying parts from the local guys. You know, I like to hoard oil filters, as you see. The first time I ever noticed that there was an issue with pricing was when I was looking for these bronze TRD wheels. Now, I went to the dealership, said I wanted to order 5 of them, and they told me the price, and I was like, yikes, that just seems odd. A dealership in Oregon was going to sell me these for a significant amount less, including shipping. And this story actually gets worse. So I got the wheels, got the truck, everything's happy and hunky-dory, but I want to go and I want to pick up some black lug nuts. And I checked price before I went this time, and they were supposed to be $16 for a bag or a set of 6 for, 4 times. And they tried to sell them to me for $16 per lug nut. So instead of $64, it was going to be $384 for lug nuts for my truck.
Treasure bath! I'm going to have a treasure bath! Treasure bath! Do it for me!
And that brings us to today with my mom's RAV4. So my mom went to the dealership, got a quote. She didn't like the quote, as she shouldn't, and she brought it to me to ask my opinion, and that's when I got pissed off. So let's look at some paperwork. Quickly, I want to say I blacked out the dealer's name on the paperwork, and I'm not saying it in the video because I want them to improve, not just shame them. But they were so great to buy my Toyotas from that I've actually said their name publicly multiple times in multiple videos. So it's not too hard to find out who I'm talking about if you're a subscriber to my channel. Anyways, this job requires 3 parts: the bumper cover, the bumper trim, which is this painted centerpiece, and the optional trailer hitch. For the 2 bumper pieces, my dealership quoted $643.88. MSRP for those 2 pieces is actually $477.74. Sale price for these 2 parts from other dealers about 100 miles away, only $379.39. So my dealer is $260 more expensive than other dealers nearby and $170 more expensive than MSRP. Now, magically, they do sell the hitch at MSRP for $295, but this is where things actually get really crazy. and this is the installer's handwriting, the written quote for how long how many hours of labor they're going to charge to install this. They say it will be 8 hours at $1,437.70. They are very specific. But if you go to Toyota's website and you look up this part, they will have a install time listed right here of 1 hour. And that right there is why we're timing ourselves. If we can, as two novice dorks, my dad and I, who have never worked on the RAV4 like this ever before, we'll kind of prove our point. So I'm gonna stop yapping and we'll finish the job. Filming a video does slow installs way down. So stay tuned to the end to see if we beat that 8-hour time. I like our chances. To install the hitch, first remove the original crash bar, held in by 6 bolts. So this is an interesting design. Essentially, these are gonna fold in like that. This is the outside, this is the inside. Looks like the passenger side, it's the side with the nub. Bolt that in loosely. We'll do the other side, and then we'll get the centerpiece, and then we'll tighten it all up. The mounting points to secure the brackets to the vehicle are already in place. You just need to remove the black stickers covering them. Using ratcheting wrenches will have you threading in the bolts quickly, and adding blue or orange Loctite prevents them from coming loose later. Thread the bolts in all the way, but don't tighten them down quite yet. Install the center section of the hitch to the brackets, with these shims on each side if the fit isn't tight. Nice, we got everything together. We just now need to secure everything and torque all of our bolts to 90 Newton meters, which is roughly 66 foot-pounds. Time for the one scary part, cutting the hole in our new bumper for the hitch receiver to pass through. First, measure the halfway point of the bumper and mark it. We wasted some of our time because we got confused by the instructions and template. Find out why in a second. Before you trim that template, make sure it's accurate to scale. This template is actually made up of supposed to be 2 pieces of paper. One is the left side, and this piece over here that's taped to it is the right side. Well, they were printed on the same piece of paper, so I have a copier. Woohoo! I'm glad I do. I left this piece cut long because this is where the edge of the bumper goes, as you can see there. And this is the middle, so we're gonna tape this essentially in place right here. Tape the template in place, trace it, and then mask the surrounding area with painter's tape so you don't scratch anything by accident. I used a step bit and drill to make the beveled corner cuts, and my trusty air saw to make the straight cuts. We can clean that up, that'll look good. Apply rubber edge trim for a perfect factory result. So what have we learned today? To not get ripped off, go get a quote at the dealership first. Take those part numbers, go to parts.toyota.com, enter in the exact parts number. You're gonna see the MSRP, clear as day. Then you can enter in your zip code and you'll get a list of different dealerships in your area and the prices that they have. If you want to save even more money, you can check out certified parts sellers online. I can think of several, and they can be even cheaper. If you do that, you will not get horribly ripped off and you'll be happy. Like you are, right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
He's happy. Stop the clock!
Quick, get it!
4 hours. 4 hours! Half the time. Yeah!
Not too bad for a couple of people didn't know what they were doing, huh?
Hey, local dealership guys, it's me, Jason. I wanted to talk to you guys for just a second. First off, to say that you rock, your salesmen rock, you charge a fair price for your new vehicles. Buying the 4Runner was a great experience. Buying the Tacoma, also an awesome experience. But it has to be said, please stop these shenanigans with charging way above MSRP for parts or quoting crazy long times for installing accessories or other jobs when you know it doesn't take that long, when Toyota's own website says it won't take that long, and when a dorky YouTuber and his dad can shoot a video and do an install in half the time of your quoted time. But I still want to work with you guys in the future. I'm probably going to buy another Toyota at some point, and I wouldn't even mind partnering with you in a video in some way. But you can't price gouge my mom. You can't do that. If you do that to her, if you do that to other people, we can't be friends, and I want to be friends. So everyone, dealership and everybody else watching, God bless. Don't forget to do yourself, and have a nice evening, or day, or whatever.